grew up in surfing. As a young kid, as I said, my parents used to take us to the beach every weekend. I mean, every weekend of the summer for sure. And my dad and mom used to body surf, and they taught me to body surf. And so that was my introduction to surfing, body surfing there in Laguna Beach. And then we used to have air mattresses called surf riders. And Tom Morey and I, as a matter of fact, Tom Morey, the inventor of the boogie board, who's in later years became my partner in the surfboard industry. But Tom and I used to hang out at Main Beach there, and we were hired by this guy that had a surf rider stand, and we would rent umbrellas, rent backrests, and surf riders that we'd pump up every morning because they lose air overnight, and then rent them out to the people. And so we used to ride these surf riders prone when we were little, but then we'd get on our knees, and pretty soon we were stand up riding those things. Not for very long, but we were trying. That was our introduction to surfing. Well, we transitioned from the Main Beach down to a beach called St. Anne's. It's now called Thalia Street, but St. Anne's is where the lifeguard tower was, and so that's where we learned how to surf. And I went down there in 1953, but before that, I think Tom Morey we used to hang out at the Main Beach. We go back to 1947. And so when he went down there, the next year, my gosh, he came back and his chest was twice the size as it was the year before, just from surfing and paddling, and he was all stoked and excited about surfing. So we got a surfboard, a Hobie made surfboard, one of the first he ever made, and we went down to St. Anne's, or I did, and started surfing with these guys. And the next thing I know, there were very few of us out there in those days, but the protocol was different than it is now. Nowadays, when you're in position to catch a wave, it's your wave, so to speak, and if you drop in or get in front of somebody and they get all upset. But in those days, every wave was a party wave. We were having fun. There was Hobie and Tom Morey and Phil Edwards, and Joey Cabell came from Hawaii when he was 19 years old, and he was the best surfer of us all. Excuse me, and he also was the most handsome, and all the girls were attracted to him instead of us. But that's where we started surfing at St. Anne's, and then we moved up to, in the summertime, there was big south swells coming in, and we moved down the beach to Oak Street and Brook Street, and we started surfing those waves. Well, surfing life is what everybody should be doing in life, is what it is. Where it came from, I don't know. I kind of think that I kind of coined it, but I'm sure somebody did before I did. I know Tom and I were talking about developing a product called Surfer's Choice. Somewhere along the line when Tom and I were working together, and we worked together for 20 years in fact, we're still partners, but from 1998 till the present, we started talking about surfing life. And, you know, people, being in the ocean is a special feel to life. And it makes you feel clean, it makes you feel healthy, it makes you invigorated. Gosh, it's a great feeling. So that feeling, if everybody could carry it over into life, it would be surfing. You'd be surfing life every day in everything you did. You know, in all the years I've been surfing, and goes way back to the 40s, I've never really had a bad wave.